So much rain out here in the Northeast, and in your area, you've probably been in the same circumstances. We're into the summer heat, and with that much rain, it means ticks. Ticks are worse this year than I ever remember. This wonderful little cartoon you're seeing is how ticks are spread through your yard. Ticks don't travel on their own very well. They hitch rides with field and wood mice, which, by the way, everybody has. Literally everyone. If you want a very, very friendly way of getting rid of ticks in your yard, then you need to know about this Thermacell. It is a space-age scientific way of getting rid of ticks. I want to introduce you to a very special lady. This is Patricia Hook. Welcome back. How are you?
Good to see you again.
You brought these to me for the very first time last year.
Last summer, yeah, spring.
I used them. I live in a tick-infested farm with, at that point, it was 5 dogs. I was amazed how, in a short period of time, I didn't go through the nightly routine of picking ticks off the dogs for a full season.
I know. This drastically reduces the amount of ticks that come into your yard where you live.
Yep.
So if you have a really large farm, you're really going to concentrate on the perimeter. This is from Thermacell, and they're leaders in bringing us products that aid in the control of ticks and mosquitoes and that kind of thing. And this is their tick
understand how
item.
to get rid of them, you've got to understand how ticks live.
Right.
So,
there's a science to it, really.
Well, we're talking about some of the brightest minds in America develop this. Where's the mouse part of it come in? Let's explain it.
So the mouse we found, Thermacell went to Harvard researchers because they wanted to go after this Lyme tick problem. And what they found is the mouse is the common carrier and host to these ticks. And without the mouse, they can't survive. I think you've even said they're their public transportation.
Yeah, that's the subway, the bus.
Exactly. So they've come out with a way. They found that the mouse gathers cotton and things for their nest like this. And by lining the tube and treating it with a proprietary formula, the mouse will gather this out and reline their nest, and very quickly the ticks die. So you only put this down twice a year. That's the fabulous part about this. There's no weekly like laying down granules or hiring for sprays.
I'm not spraying a chemical. And by the way, this bedding, I don't have to worry about my puppies, my dogs, the cat, getting into it in any way, shape, or form. These are cardboard tubes. They break down and just dissolve eventually.
Right, so you can touch it. It's contained.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it whatsoever. Here's the thing that's really interesting. And the mouse doesn't have to take the entire contents of the bedding into their nest. You're getting 12 of these sticks. 6 and 6.
Yes.
Those numbers are important. 6 of them cover a full quarter of an acre. You put it down in the spring, which is right now. And then later on in the summer, you do it again.
Yeah, like late July, you put the second one. So this time of year, when you put it down, you're getting the biting ticks that are there now.
Right.
The ones that would attach to you. And when come July, when you put the second 6 down, you're getting the ones that have matured from the larvae to the next set of biters. So you're breaking that cycle of ticks and cutting the generations
Because, again,
that are going to come out around where you live.
Ticks don't travel well. They're small, and the deer tick that we're trying to get rid of is the size of the head of a pin.
Yeah, it's like a poppy seed. So that's how trace this is and how it goes after them when we target them.
So where do you put them?
Super simple. You're putting these around the perimeter, about 30 feet apart. You drop them down behind a wood pile, under a rock, by a tree, and it goes down in minutes. As quickly as you can walk around your yard, you drop these down, and within a day or so, the mouse is going to start to hunt and gather this for their nest. And the ticks die and fall off, and it's going to aid in that control of those nasty ticks that have the Lyme in them.
Because the only way the ticks are getting into your yard is one of 2 ways. They are either the offspring of tick that have been there before, or mice are bringing them in. So if you can get rid of them, then you're greatly reducing that life cycle. And I've got to tell you, from personal experience, first of all, I've known Patricia for a long time, but I've been trying to get rid of chemicals on my farm for a long time. I tried these last year and was blown away by it. Now, it wasn't just wanting to get rid of ticks because they're icky.
It's a serious
tick
thing.
that is the size of the head of a pin. I'm a 200-pound male, and Lyme disease dropped me.
Right.
With excruciating pain in joints. And for 3 years, doctors had no idea what it was.
It's a battle, and it's kind of hidden. A lot of times you don't know that you have it. And if you don't know somebody who has it, you read about it because it is all over the news. I think Pennsylvania just kicked out a full-blown study on how to go after it.
Pennsylvania, the county that you and I live in, well, no, you're in a different county. You're in the next one over. But it's the second highest reported cases of Lyme disease in the country. And it's called Lyme disease because of Lyme, Connecticut.
Connecticut's where it started.
Which is where it first was, discovered. But it's all over the country nowadays. And this is such a simple way of protecting your family.
It is. It's
and your
fast,
pets.
it's clean, you're not washing off paws or feet, and it goes around the perimeter of your house in minutes. So you're going to do this only twice a year. You're not going to have a weekly spray or granules monthly. The mouse is going to do the work for you, and they're going to take it to their bed, and they're going to kill those ticks that may cause Lyme disease. And it's going to be 2 cycles. You're going to break the cycle now of the biters now, and in July you put the second set down, and you're going to get the next set, and you're done. I mean, this is literally, you take this around your yard. It's 10 yards. I always say it's a foot. It's a step for me.
Okay.
So I'll walk 30 steps and I'll put a tube down. And all you're going to do is tuck these at a wall, behind a tree, a rock. A shed's a good place. Places that, and my dog doesn't even recognize these, and she follows me around everywhere.
Again, last year we had 5 dogs. This year we have 4. The dogs didn't bother them one iota. They didn't exist. But I was amazed at how quickly the bedding material on the interior disappeared because it meant the mice were taking them away.
And that just gives you peace of mind.
Yes. Try it. We offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on everything that we present here at QVC. I can tell you from experience on my property, this made a big, big difference.
Yes.
Patricia, I thank you for coming out this day and helping me again. Thank you.
Hi, have a good morning.
Be well.
Take care.
All right, the next item is something that is brand new today, and we need it. Weeds are just a part of every